Hello, my name is Dean Ramsden and I'm a therapeutic energy healer. In this short video I want to introduce two key concepts that are built into my therapeutic approach to energy healing work, distinguishing it from transmission-only energy work. By transmission work I mean where the healer downloads life force energies into the client and trusts that they will be, over time, assimilated. The two concepts that we focus on today concern our awareness of ourselves and the world around us, and our initial experience can be labeled exoteric knowledge. As you know, many English words have their source root in Latin, and the source word for exoteric is exotericus, which means outer. Its antonym, its word of opposite meaning, is esoteric, and this relates to knowledge understood only by a few, not by the general population. These two words and the concepts they organize within them are fundamental to any healing or transformational therapeutic process. Firstly, exoteric knowledge is how we first encounter the world, through the knowledge in books and that passed on to us by authorities in our lives, such as parents and school teachers. Exoteric knowledge is also a form of socialization, so we can join the consensual reality of those around us. Our ability to work well with others within a shared universe and agreeing to acceptable ethics and values creates a socially adapted human. Those who cannot function well in social or relational situations that follow these agreed upon norms are deemed either mentally ill, for instance, schizophrenia, or criminal. Exoteric knowledge is what you need to drive your car or ride your bike, and includes an understanding of the accepted rules of the road. It's functional and utilitarian. The problem with exoteric knowledge is that it tends to strip away nuanced meaning and disable the supportive psycho-emotional structures that lead to the ongoing growth of human consciousness, replacing truth with belief. Belief is the enemy of truth because we accept what we are told by others without first doing the heavy lifting of exploring that belief to see if it is valid in all cases. And this brings us to esoteric knowledge, or hidden from plain sight knowledge. Esoteric knowledge only provides you information after you have first explored the reality of things. Traditional science uses the concepts of esoteric knowledge by proposing a theory, or what we think is the truth or function of a thing, with a series of experiments that should prove whether or not the theory is true or false, or what the parameters of truth are in most cases. Knowledge always remains a theory rather than an eternal fact in science, because as new knowledge is gained, the old theory has to be reviewed and probably updated. These are the concepts built into natural science and have been borrowed from earlier forms of human knowledge by today's modern day science. So how does this apply to energy healing work? All of us need exoteric knowledge to be in the world and to relate to other people, but healing and transformation also require the esoteric journey to explore ourselves, to confront our often unconsciously held beliefs, and to see if they are true. In other words, in transformational healing, we come up with alternate theories of reality and test those theories out with experiments in our own lives to see if they are true to us. This is very much an act of courage, because it means we often have to temporarily leave the safety of consensual exoteric reality and explore something unfamiliar or brand new to us. The esoteric journey questions reality and engages in actions that test what we assume is real and invite us to actions or practices where we can expand our awareness beyond what we know. There are many ways to expand our consciousness by stepping outside of consensual or exoteric reality. For centuries, native shamans have used psychoactive plants, fasting, or various meditation practices to create the opportunity for esoteric knowledge to reveal itself to them. Energy healing is a form of shamanism, but uses direct life force transmission that invites a shift from any exoteric reality into an esoteric knowing for the client. This is a process, of course, as it is not just changing the client's belief from one to another to a new way of believing, as that would remain in the realm of exoteric knowledge. Rather, esoteric knowledge is gained by a slow and steady experimentation with ourselves, with reality, with our experience of the world, where we slowly open up our minds and emotional reality to our own truth, to our own experience of the world. The chakra system is one example of an esoteric system of spiritual development that is not acceptable in the exoteric world. You cannot dissect the human body and find a chakra, but then again you can't find the source of the human soul through dissection either. Yes, we have a nervous system, but the physical body only houses our consciousness. It does not generate it. Esoteric healing is the stage-specific clearing and enhancement of the human consciousness system at a vibrational, at a spirit-based reality. Chakras are centers of consciousness that hold different stages of our development and our multi-vibrational connection to the greater world, the outer world, and the inner world. Esoteric healing requires us to do the transformational work that shifts us from any state of exoteric consciousness that supports suffering and isolation from the living universe, and it places us back into a healthy relationship with that alive and conscious universe. The chakra system is one way to relate to the living universe and to all the beings living in the universe. Energy healing is about accessing self and other through esoteric experience rather than adopting any exoteric belief system. Practically, this means that chakra clearing and increased function in a chakra and relational energy cords paves the way for an esoteric confrontation with ourselves and the world around us. A confrontation that ultimately elevates us from the limits of exoteric belief and the acceptance of the way things are, replacing it with practical tools to change and transform ourselves into our highest potential. And along the way, we help others on their own journey from exoteric belief into an esoteric exploration of what is possible in their lives. I hope these two concepts, exoteric knowledge and the esoteric experience, guide you on your transformational path towards health and happiness. We need them both in our lives, but only esoteric experiments leading to hard-won change within us can set us free from suffering. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.